More than a year after Derek Chauvin murdered George Floyd and 2 months after he was convicted at trial, he was finally sentenced today to 22.5 years in prison. Here to break the legalese down is veteran prosecutor and BNC's legal contributor, Paul Henderson. All right, Paul, I'm not sure whether you listened to my comments earlier in the show, but today's sentence felt like a bit of a gut punch. Even though I know it's a significant sentence and we so rarely see police officers held accountable at all, what were your thoughts?
Okay, so here's the thing, Yodit. So I listened to all of your analysis, and I'm one of those people that clap and talk to the television. So I was talking to you and clapping because I love the breakdown that you did, finding how we got to all of the sentence, and I was making my notes about other things that I wanted to add and talk about. Because here's the thing. So overall, let me just answer your question. Overall, I feel like this was a step forward in accountability for this incident. But it was not the step forward that I wanted or as big of a step that I was expecting in terms of justice. That's where I feel like there's a shortfall. And I understand the law. I understand the analysis. But I'm disappointed by some of the things that I didn't see and some of the things that I didn't hear today that weren't reflected to me in the sentence that was given by Cahill. I liked when you were talking about how we got to the sentence. I think some of the things that people have been asking me, you know, my Twitter is on fire with questions for folks asking, wanting to understand, well, what happened to the other charges? And those are lesser included charges. And so he ruled on the most serious charge, which was the second-degree murder. But then the other thing that he also did that was within his discretion was to give Chauvin credit for time served, which means that the entire time that he's been in custody will be deducted for the time that he's been sentenced to. And that's discretionary. He didn't have to do that. And then again, the other thing that this raised for me that I think is really important for us to talk about is the discretion associated with the sentencing and the race disparities associated with sentencing in general. And I think this raises the issue because he was given the benefit of the doubt in ways that I don't think were reflective of some of the things that I was looking for in the sentencing. And those were empathetic things about community, empathetic things about who George Floyd was and what George Floyd represented for the broader community of Minneapolis and the broader community from people of color in this country. And that's a real issue. I wanted prosecutors to be talking about that. And the other thing that I thought was missing in the presentation today, and you didn't ask this, but this was a big deal to me. I really was waiting to hear something officially from law enforcement. I wanted a statement from the chief. I wanted a statement from some law enforcement agencies, from Noble or from the officers of color, articulating their condemnation for this behavior and a reframing and a redefinition of what policing is supposed to look like. I wanted to hear that. And those are some of the things that I would have made me feel a little bit better. I do feel, you know, as a prosecutor, I've been a prosecutor a long time. I do feel like we didn't get far enough with this sentence, and 15 years to me doesn't feel like enough in contemplation of everything that we've been talking about.
That was a really good point. I don't know if they maybe limited the amount of people that could give statements, but very, very good point. Okay, so today began again with victim impact statements. We heard from 4 different Floyd family members: George Floyd's daughter, Gianna, his cousin, and 2 brothers. Here's a clip taken from Terrence Floyd's testimony.
I wanted to know from the man himself, why? What were you thinking? What was going through your head when you had your knee on my brother's neck? Why when you knew that he posed no threat anymore, he was handcuffed, why you didn't at least get up? Why you stayed there?
We now know that Judge Cahill had basically decided on Chauvin's sentence before anybody spoke because he had written his sentencing memorandum, Paul, all ready to go. So what role then do victim impact statements really play in sentencing hearings?
They actually should play a role. That's why we do them. I've put together plenty of victim impact statements and have plenty of victims on the stand giving their testimony. I will say one of the differences from today is in ways that I haven't felt in other cases. I felt connected to those victim impact statements because as he was talking, the brother was talking, I felt like he was speaking for the broader community. I felt like he was speaking for people of color. I felt like he was speaking for the people that have followed this trial and have visceral reactions to what's going on with policing in this country and what happened to his brother. And that heightened my expectation and my demand, my need, my want and desires to hear an apology, to hear an empathetic plea, to hear something more emotional that spoke to my emotion and from communities of color's emotions associated with this trial. And I didn't get that. And I don't think anyone else got that. I was a little disappointed on the other side from the presentation from the defense counsel and from Chauvin himself about what he presented to all of this, what he presented to the court, what he presented to the family, and what he presented to us as an audience and to other advocates. There was just a gap there that was disappointing to me. And this has less to do with the pending other charges and more to do with this level of accountability from this incident that I wanted him to speak to and I wanted him to speak about. His attorney spoke more for him than he did for himself. I was very disappointed with his presentation and his commentary today in apologizing, or not his apologizing, him saying that there was remorse.
Well, we're going to get to that right now. Chauvin also spoke today, like you said. Let's hear what he had to say. Derek Chauvin here.
At this time, due to some additional legal matters at hand, I'm not able to give a full formal statement at this time. But very briefly, though, I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind. Thank you.
Yeah, his little spiel there, his mom, Eric Nelson, all tone deaf. Were you surprised to even hear from him at all? Because I was betting that he wasn't going to say a thing because of the whole appeal, his pending cases in federal court, et cetera, et cetera.
I wasn't surprised that he spoke. I did expect him to do more because I thought that his tone and his words would have had an influence on the judge, or had the possibility of having an influence on the judge, or that he had the wherewithal to speak to the pain that he caused. Him giving condolences, which is what he did, felt so sanitized. And I don't care that you have these federal charges that are pending, that, by the way, come with a potential life sentence in addition to this whole trial. But I wanted more from him, and I was disappointed, and I felt my disappointment was reflective of an entire community that wanted more from him. Mm-hmm. Do better.
All right, well, Paul, do better. Oh, and his mother, anyways, Paul, stay right there because we've got more to discuss after the break, and we're making the case when we return.